But the fact I reached a second time means there is a chance. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I can get out of this stage. I have the technical know-how. I just have to have the game cooperating with me. Oh, I thought I had a boost. There we go. That's kind of what I was waiting for. Like, I know I have a boost at this point.
Select a stage.
The president must be over there. Let's go.
I am fully aware that I could wave the white flag for the moment to a different stage and come back later. But I'm a bit worried that if I leave now before completing it, that I might lose all the muscle memory I just did. Because I'll have to learn new muscle memories if I do a different stage altogether. And the worst part is I can't even change to the Rouge stage because she doesn't even have the same stage, so she also has completely different curves to master. Stop game.
I'm getting closer.
Like I said, sometimes it's very easy to stop drifting. Other times it's like super hard to make Tails not be in drift mode anymore. Yeah. Which, at least I would believe is a good thing to have, to be insistent on completing it. Let's see, as I say, at least I think that's a good quality to have. To just be very insistent on completing something. Oh yeah, I think I was supposed to say something about a playthrough that was gonna come up on my channel as of this recording when it went up to YouTube. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that a new Pokemon playthrough from my backlog is gonna surface up to YouTube once this, or by the time this gets uploaded to YouTube, because I got done with uploading the previous one, the Pokemon Coliseum run, so I can now do the second Pokemon playthrough that I had on the channel and upload that one to YouTube. Which I hope there are some of you that are I hope some of you look forward to it. Because from what I remember, it was a fun playthrough, that one. What is that Yuck-hole thing that Tails says? He's trying to be like Mario there and go Yuck-hole. It just sounds so off the way Tails says that Yuck-hole.
Tails, did you find the president?
Almost, Sonic. Just a few more minutes.
It may not look like it, but I am slowing down a considerable amount. That was a close one. That was a really, really close one. Oh. Son of a... I was so close. I was so close to making it past that tunnel, and I think it was gonna be more or less cleared for the final stretch. Yeah, I stream 3 hours a day is what I do. And yeah, it is 3 hours almost without fail, unless I have a day where I'm like super exhausted from work. Because then I could make streams shorter, but more or less, I always stream like 3 hours. And it's mostly because I have to, or well, because I had to slow down a little bit on my stream time to allow myself more wiggle room to upload stuff to YouTube. Like that's like the main factor as to why I cut down on the streams being 3 hours instead of 4 hours. Because my backlog was getting a little bit too huge and I didn't really have any time to upload anything when I kept my streams at 4 hours. So therefore the decision became, oh, cut it down to 3 hours so I have like an hour after stream to be able to just upload or edit videos for the next day and stuff like that. Because, you know, having a YouTube channel is more or less a must-have if you are a streamer. Because that's one way to be able to attract new audience, you know?
I'm getting closer.
It almost sounds like he's trying to be Scandinavian there with Yahoo. Well, at least that's the impression I get from his Yahoo.
Tails, did you find the president?
Almost, Sonic. Just a few more minutes.
Right, slowing down. Because it's now time for all these corners right here. And now the massive one. There we go. I think I will definitely have to... Just gonna say, slow down when I get to the tunnel section. Because that wall in that tunnel always managed to get ahead of me. So I have to like really slow down when I get to the tunnel there on the third lap. Whoop. Okay, game, sure.
The president must be over there. Let's go.
There we go, there we go. Managed to get a good start there. Shoot! I was doing so well too. Oh yeah. I know like this would be related to when I said that this would be the only Sonic game that I do all the optional things, like getting all the emblems. There will be a playthrough in the near-ish future. I say near-ish because it should be a few months from now that I would start up this playthrough. That is gonna be a game that I completely 100%, where I do all side missions and everything of that. And I believe there will be, I'll be one of the few people out there that actually will 100% that game in the form of a playthrough, because I believe there are walkthroughs of this game that is 100%ed, but I don't think I've ever seen a playthrough of this game that I'm gonna do at 100% capacity. But since it won't happen for a few months from now, that playthrough, I'm not gonna say the name of it, you know.
I'm getting closer.
But just so you know that there will be a game where I do exactly everything you can do in that game. In case you go, hey, we want to see a playthrough of Yuki where he does every little nook and cranny that a game has to offer. But I can just say, well, you won't have to wait too long before I start a playthrough of that capacity. I think I almost have to be quiet when it becomes sharp corners like that, because otherwise I think I somehow managed to miss the timing. I don't know why. I miss the timing when I talk, but I think I have to do something like that.
I'm getting closer.
Select a stage.
I went a little bit too deep there with that corner, huh?
The president must be over there. Let's
That's
go.
unfortunate. But since I assume you're still there, Octagon. When it comes to Mega Man games, are they mostly Nintendo games, or have they been to other consoles as well? Just so I know what method I have to look into to play some of them. Okay, so Mega Man are mostly all consoles. Okay, that's good to know. Because then it means I should be able to play them in a good way. Alright, that's good to know that
I'm getting closer.
the network collection goes on a discount to $20, I assume on a semi-regular basis. So that's good to know, so I can keep an eye out for that. Oh yeah, I can also say it here, like while I am stuck here with the driving mission, that I have had an idea to start making top 10 or ranking videos for my YouTube channel. And, well, both those are in chat and in the YouTube comments can just
Select a stage.
send their thoughts of if they think that would be something that they would find interesting to see on my channel, or if that's just something they go, nah, we'd rather just stick to seeing you playing games, you know? Again, it's also not anything that would happen like immediately if I hear that a lot of people say, yes, you want to see a top 10 video from me, but it will be something that would happen from time to time. Because I have to figure out, well, the best way to make them, you know? Like if I should just have like, you know, like still pictures and have to make them like a presentation, or if I should try to include like some gameplay footage in the background while I make the list, or how I would how I would format them. But you know, it's stuff like that I think about as well, on stuff to do for my channel.
I'm getting closer.
Like, I think like the only like major limit I would have for my channel would be reaction videos, because, well, firstly, I don't use a face cam, so, you know, there wouldn't really be much of a reaction. And then secondly, I don't think that's the type of thing I want to be known for, as just someone that reacts to other things that can be seen. Because it's not that I, you know, look down on anyone that makes those type of videos. I just don't think that's something that's fitting for me, you know? Because everyone has to stick to, you know, things that they know that they would be comfortable doing, and
Did you find the president?
I don't think that's something that would be cut out from me, reaction videos. But if I were to make like top 10 videos, it would not impact my streaming one bit. That would be fully something that I record or do on my free time, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, if you say yes to seeing top 10 videos, that mean will be less playthroughs on the channel. No, it does not mean that at all. It just means that there'll be something that I'll do on as a side project or something once my backlog is completed, you know? Because when the backlog is done, then it won't have a few days when I won't really have anything to upload to YouTube. Because as it is right now, I upload every single day to YouTube. But once the backlog is gone, then it'll be 2 days where I won't have anything to upload for my channel, since I only stream five days a week anyway. Huh, that's something I didn't know you could do, that I just found out. You can apparently drift, but still slow down at the same time. I thought you could only gas while you drifted. I didn't think you could, you know, slowly drift. That's something neat to know. Alright, finally entering the last lap.
Find the president?
Hopefully for the final time, reaching the final lap. Yeah, you have to drift there. Because I just went slow there just to see how it would go. If I just went slow and didn't drift. But now I know that when it comes to that corner as well, you have to drift. There's no other way to make it through that section without drifting. So some portions you can actually make it through if you just slow down. But others it seems not possible. Yep, you can absolutely drift without speeding up. I don't know how efficient that will be, but that's something you can do.
I'm getting closer.
In your opinion, Octagon, which would be the best game to get into the Mega Man franchise? Like, in your opinion, like which would be the best way to get into the Mega Man franchise?
I'm getting closer.
Select a stage.
The president must be over there. Let's go.
Yeah. Sorry about the sudden pause, I just had to take a sip of my water, you know? And I can't do that while driving. I know, sounds very realistic. Like, not drink and drive at the same time. But that's because I need to use both of my hands when I play the stage. I can't just do it single-handed. Like with most other Sonic stages, you can play them with like one hand, because you just need to either move up and then occasionally press the A button. But in this one, you need to constantly hold the A button and then use the other hand for the analog stick to control it. Which, by the way, I don't think the A button's been used as much as this stream with this stage.
I'm getting closer.
I'm still not sure why they count it as a lap when you're not really going through the same portion. Not sure why they call it a lap. Because to my understanding, for it to be a lap, it has to be if you gotta go through the same segment a second time. Not just continuously driving through a road like this. Unless they want to imply that the president was on the starting stage the entire time, and Tails is just taking an extremely convoluted way to meet up with the president. Just because he wants to flex his driving skills. It will still confuse me that Rouge is chasing after Tails in this road while he's flying on the plane.
Select a stage.
That also always confused me, considering
The president must be over
he's
there.
driving his plane as a car for this segment of the story. It's still an odd choice to have that, to be like, oh yeah, Rouge is gonna chase after Tails as he's chasing after the president. But for some reason, Tails isn't driving a car, he's flying his plane. And suddenly he's doing it on an entirely different route. Because this is Route 101, I think. And Rouge's stage is called 102. So it's an entirely different route she's taking to meet up with Tails, which doesn't make any logical sense. Because if Tails was on Route 101 the entire time, why did she go to Route 102 to meet up with him? When he was never in that route. I'm also confused as to why Rouge was the one given a racing stage such as this. Because Tails got it because he's normally on a mecha, and they thought, oh, we could change his mech to look like a car. But why is Rouge the one to have this type of stage and not Eggman? Like, I know Eggman already has the most stages in Team Dark, but it's still a bit odd, you know? Because it becomes really weird, because Tails is the equivalent to Eggman, and Rouge is the equivalent to Knuckles, yet Rouge has a stage that counters the mech character and not the treasure hunter. I guess it's because they felt a need to include this racing a second time for whatever reason. But it's still because it's slightly odd, you know? Alright, I don't know what's happening, why I'm suddenly not doing so well. I don't know what's happened. So, like, you know, before anyone goes to YouTube comments or anyone goes in chat, be like, hey, what's going on? I just have to say, I don't know, man. Suddenly my muscle memory goes, oh, You can't make it past the freaking first few curves in lap 1 all of a sudden, and barely make it into lap 2 when you've made it all the way to lap 3 before in 3 other occasions, or maybe even more. Like, I've managed to reach the 3rd lap several times, yet now for some reason I can't even make it past the first lap.
I'm getting closer.
Select a stage.
I was really trying to drift there.
Let's go.
Like, I was really trying there, but the game just went, oh, you're just trying to just drive forward with the gas button slowly, right? And that was not what I was trying to do. And once I can manage to complete this stage, then I will only have Eternal Engine left as Tails, by the way. Which is gonna feel good to, you know, to finally be closer to completing Tails and only having Rouge and Knuckles left. We had the 2 stages in Sonic as well, but, you know, one thing at a time. Because after all, the Sonic stages I have left is hard mode Final Rush, which, you know, it's hard mode, so that's gonna take a while to master. And then it's my least favorite Sonic stage left with Crazy Gadget, and, you know, it's a reason I'm choosing not to complete the missions in Crazy Gadget, because it's always, whenever I've done Crazy Gadget, something has gone wrong. And there's video evidence that every time I do Crazy Gadget, something happens, where either the enemies stop me in every corner, or Sonic decides to not listen to jump commands, or missing several jumps and all that. And just something with Crazy Gadget. And then Mad Space is Mad Space, that's why I'm avoiding it.
Tails, did you find the president?
Since Mad Space is easily the worst stage in Sonic Adventure 2. But there's no contest in that Mad Space is the worst one. Which makes one wonder, if Mad Space managed to pull through and become an actual stage, how bad were all the other stages that were recommended in place of Mad Space? I slowed down in hopes of being able to not hit the wall there. Ah!